Alrighty, hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Mike, and a bit of a strange one here today. Very impromptu, for sure, but something that I want to kind of start working on, for the next little bit at least, is I want to start trying my hand at finally getting into Cursed. So, Cursed is something that I've had some qualms about up until this point. I mean, not that it's really changed, but looking at how Cursed kind of has been performing up until this point, I've had pretty much next to zero interest in actually playing to get all of the relics and experience what Cursed has to offer in terms of the tiered upgrades. Um, And something that I had kind of resigned to myself from doing up until now has been the calling card challenges this year. For those who are familiar with me, last year I did get 100% completion for zombies in Black Ops 6. And that's something that I thoroughly took pride in, especially with how quick I took to do it. And I did say that I wanted to make Black Ops 6 like my zombies game, and I'm still proud of that. I still am happy about that, but that was before, we had like true confirmation that Black Ops 7 was coming up right after. So, I had largely been content with the fact that, like, you know what, I already did this once. I'm not gonna force myself to do it again if I don't want to. But I think it has gotten to the point where now, just going through the challenges and seeing how difficult some of them may or may not be. In truth, there are a couple that are like, that's going to take a little bit of deliberate effort to actually go after. Um, but I think a majority of these are actually pretty workable. Like, truthfully, I think the hardest ones are going to be these two. Killing 3 bears with a life drain attack, and then killing 10 bears with HKDs, because that's gonna be something that I think is largely out of my control. I can only imagine like holding a bear until the end of the round, and then during the transition, use an insta kill and call them in. So we'll have to see how that goes. That's gonna take a lot of actual investment. But the reason why I'm focusing on the relics this time around is because the final tier of challenges that you get for getting to Prestige Master, these are all cursed specific. So, completing rounds at each of the tier difficulties, and then a couple of round challenges with specific relics. So, in truth, these honestly aren't that terrible. The round challenges are really just like play 2 games at that tier difficulty, and then reading through some of these, I feel like these are actually very easy. Reaching round 15 with enemy health regen on, fairly easy. And then reach round 15 in a starting room without opening doors. You can use Gobblegums to help you out there. Um, and then Rampage Inducer with the teddy bear, that's going to be fun. That's going to be like pedal to the floor, speed running the first 20 rounds. It's going to be fun. But I've left it up to not really wanting to do anything with the challenges up until now. And there's always just that underlying desire to actually do stuff. As far as the Dark Ops challenges this year, I don't know if I'm gonna actually get around to doing them this time, just because in terms of Dark Ops challenges that are not needed for 100%er, they're just there to kind of show off. And in Black Ops 6, I did get Dark Ops Mastery last year, so I think we're gonna go ahead and just tick things off as they go. But today is gonna be the first time that I actually gave this a shot, and I have played Cursed a few times, but it has been on survival maps, and it's just to get a different change of pace in terms of the gameplay. And that's something that I do want to talk about a little bit once we actually get in game here, because in truth, I feel like Cursed, even when you start getting into the relics and the extra upgrades you get for stacking on relic modifiers, there really isn't anything super different between Cursed and Standard, truthfully. And it's mostly just because the prices for Pack-a-Punch are increased, and that kind of defeats the purpose of the classic point system being in the game. Because, you know, the whole point of asking for a classic point system was to kind of get overloaded on points, but now Treyarch have just raised the prices of Pack-a-Punch to sort of compensate for that, which, you know, it's whatever, I guess, but it doesn't leave me with any sort of satisfaction with coming to play Cursed for what that's worth. Anyway, I am actually I'm getting on pretty late, and I have not played any warm-up games of any kind. So I am cold on the sticks at the moment. So we'll see. We'll have to see how this goes. And yeah. So first things first, I need to kind of like reacclimate myself with the old point system, because since there isn't really much of a major difference between the power curves between standard and cursed, I would just stick with cursed, where everything is just a little bit better balanced, I think. But to Treyarch's credit, something that I did kind of find out about was that apparently in cursed, the health cap for the zombies is doubled. So that kind of gives some credence to adding things like level 4 Pack-a-Punch and ultra rarity for weapons. Because I imagine that using both of those will basically allow the weapons to function the same as if they were at the old health cap. I would certainly hope so anyway. But I'm not going to worry too much about that until I start getting to the point where I need to unlock the Wicked Relics, which, as far as I understand, every single Tier 3 relic can only be unlocked after hitting round 60. And I myself do not like playing into the higher rounds in zombies. I really don't, because I do prefer to use the weapons themselves. Wonder weapons are cool and all, but when they start getting hit with the zombies' health at the higher rounds and they become a lot more ineffective, you know, high round play is just not fun for me. I can do it, certainly, because I've hit round 100 before, but that was obviously with cheese strats and such in games where it was a lot easier. I say that, but it was really only Cold War and Black Ops 6. And funnily enough, as far as I can tell, Black Ops 7 actually is a lot more difficult when it comes to high rounding. Mostly just because, if you ask me, the fact that armored zombies can strip a plate from you completely starting at round 31, I think is a little overkill. Personally, I'm not a fan of that, but it is what it is. And like I said, if in the future I do decide to kind of go for the round 100 Dark Ops, then I'll deal with it at that point, because my drive to like start challenging myself with zombies again is starting to peak up a little bit. That's why I'm doing this. After I had gotten Nexus Horizon, I had largely taken a step back from Black Ops 7 because I kind of needed the break. After going so hard with each of the camo grinds and each of the modes, I did honestly need a bit of a break from the game. I would still try and keep up and play at least a normal zombies match every day, which I have. And now I would say I'm pretty ready to kind of start getting back into this. So I'm going to go ahead and just whittle the zombies down really quick. And we will move on to, I guess we're going to farm because I need the box. But yeah, there's not going to really be too much going on for me because, like I said, I want to be able to just focus on trying to get these relics done, which means I am going to need to like pretty heavily prepare. So I'm going to need to grab a shotgun for extra points, and then likely getting my hands on the M8 from Blackwater Lake, because I do want to have that be my power weapon. I've been using the M8 and the MXR lately because I want to get those to max level so I can get their prestige camos, Bacon and Afterlife. I never made a video or an announcement about it here on Twitter. Not here on Twitter, but on Twitter or YouTube. But I did actually get the Echo 12 to max level, as well as the Peacekeeper, and I now have my personal two favorite Black Ops 2 camos, Cyborg and Weaponized 115, which is really, really nice. So let's go ahead and just get a gun for now so I can actually kill things easier. And, ooh, XM325, not bad. This is going to be very good to keep things going for now. So, I do not actually, like, know in depth how to do the relics. I just know that I think it's around 20 for the first tier, 40 for the second tier, and 60 for the final tier. And just for the final tier of relics, I'm only going to go after the bus for enemy health regen, because beyond what is needed for 100%er, I don't want to stress myself in going for more unless I really want to. So I'm not sure how long this video is going to end up being, but we'll see how things end up going, because I do want to take it slow. I don't want to go too fast. Because like I said, I do want to make sure that I'm prepared for everything. I'm trying to remember, because I did at least look it up to get an idea. I think one of them I'm going to need Napalm Burst. So that's going to be simple enough. And then the Ether Shroud one for the Mr. Peaks plushies everywhere. I think I'm going to wait until, probably end up doing it on my own time just to get that out of the way, because I feel like that one's going to take multiple attempts. Having to use full powers a lot. And I actually don't know how many full power Gobblegums I have. So, because I did use a good number of them on the camo grind, since a lot of the camo challenges needed field upgrade kills. So, let's see. I did turn on the power, right? I'm a little scatterbrained at the moment. Okay, yeah, power is on. So that means, well, I would get the Echo, but I don't want to be wasting the weapon XP, which, speaking of, let's go ahead and pop that just for a little bit. I suppose the other slot will just end up being the M8, like I said. And then we'll go grab the Akita. I know there's an Akita on the wall somewhere on the map. I just don't recall where, which is very unfortunate. And I can't check the map because we're in Cursed, so let's go ahead and just keep moving on. We have the power on. I think I'm actually going to go ahead and double back to Blackwater Lake so I can grab the M8. And we'll trade out the TAC 45 already. It'll also open up the gates for traversal. I'm not sure if there's anything specific on the map that like needs those open. I kind of doubt it, but it's just better peace of mind for myself. Tessie's gonna need a bit of help. Maybe doubling back was a bad idea, because I don't think she gets the ability to heal while idle until she gets Pack-a-Punch put on. So this could be risky. Let's see what happens. She is so slow without the Pack-a-Punch machine. Just her base top speed. Sneak in through here, just barely. And yeah, I'm also going to take advantage of getting free speed cola from the diner, because that's another side Easter egg I actually learned, because I kind of needed to in order to start getting towards 100%er. A lot of the things that I've been doing lately in zombies has just been because I'm starting to get the itch to go for 100%er, which is nice for me because it gives me a reason to come back and keep on playing zombies, because I love zombies. On the topic, though, Um, Paradox Junction is currently on the way in about a week. Now, I I am actually like somewhat looking forward to it, surprisingly. However, I understand sentiment and I will not defend Treyarch effectively asset flipping again for another map. Um, it's the first reused map in Black Ops 7, we can say, like fully reused map for the most part, because as far as I can tell, there is a destroyed Nuketown that is fairly unique, but then time traveling back to what I think looks like the Black Ops 1 Nuketown that was just in Black Ops 6. Um, I can't defend the constant asset flipping, which I know is more of a problem with the current development pipeline of Call of Duty as a whole. It's not necessarily Treyarch's fault, but I am going to denounce that. So we'll see how things end up going, because like I said, I am actually kind of looking forward to it somewhat. So it's a new zombies map, like just as new content coming to the game that is factual, but it is asset reuse and all that, and I get the argument. I suppose I'm not necessarily jaded, but I guess more apathetic. I don't know if that's the right word, but about the whole thing. If you understand it, you understand it. I have been kind of holding off on round 3 for a while, so let's go ahead and progress, because I am going to need to find the Akita. Oh, shoot. Well, actually, I just learned that there's a fumigator right here. Alright. And I think I'll also take advantage of the combat axe Easter egg as well. So, that'll be fun. Ooh. That's a very early blue tool drop. I like that. Thank you. So yeah, I need to try and let's see. I need to start basically preparing, because if I'm not mistaken, I might be getting a lot of the trials mixed up, but in my head, I'm thinking of mimics constantly spawning, power-ups being lethal, and I'm blanking on the last one, but we'll see. As long as I can somewhat stay ahead of the power curve here, I think we'll be alright. So let's see. I don't know if I have enough points. Barely. And actually, I'm getting blocked by that door now. Unfortunate. I don't think the 325 is weak enough to be a good point gun at the moment. We can try, but I have a feeling that it'd probably just be easier for me to go for headshots right now. Let's see. Ah, that's kind of alright. It's not bad. Ooh, that's good. Nice. Alright. There should be another zombie somewhere. That's why the round hasn't flipped. Let's see. Oh, hello. Okay, so like I've been saying, the relics are actually round gated in terms of how and when you can do them. So we're kind of just waiting until round 20, but I do want to make sure that I am prepared for round 20. Primarily just for the mimics, because I know those are going to be extremely annoying. And then I'm going to need to make sure that, like, I'm largely comfortable with killing the zombies during no power-ups challenge. Alright. So that's good. I'll go ahead and grab this. Normally I'm already like at round 10 just because I take forever to get here. But I am trying to play a little both faster and slower, somewhat. so strange. It's not typical for me to be here already with both powers turned on as well. But I think since this is out of ammo, I think we're just going to go ahead and go for a headshot spray. And I'm going to need to look for the Akita as well. I do not know where it is. It might be in Klaus's room, to be honest. If I had to guess, because I think there is a wall buy in there. In any case, for those of y'all who are watching and still at least keeping your finger on the pulse of Call of Duty, how are things going for you? You still playing often? Or is Black Ops 7 unfortunately another one that has fallen off fairly quickly for you? I think at this point for me, it's mostly just me kind of being ready to say goodbye to Call of Duty at this point, because for all intents and purposes, if Infinity Ward is next, I'm not going to be buying the next game. I will not. Infinity Ward has gone pretty much 0 for 4, even if I kind of recognize that Infinite Warfare is a lot better than people give it credit for. I just personally didn't play it because during that time I was focused on Rainbow Six. Oh, whoops. And so with all of that, I mean, think about it. They had Ghosts, then Infinite Warfare, and then Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2, the reboots. And that is not really a good track record for games when you really think about it, particularly if you're familiar with Call of Duty and kind of live and breathe it. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. And as far as Infinity Ward, the new Infinity Ward, I'm done with their games. So I'm kind of cool with just finally setting things to the side, and that'll also be good for me because then I can save all of the money that I'd spend buying on a Call of Duty game for another game that I'd be interested in, whatever that may end up being. So I do want to entertain the idea of potentially doing single player games on the channel. They'll probably end up being videos like this where I stream it but keep it as a video, because unfortunately with like my current setup and abilities at the moment for any sort of content creation at all, I am limited to 1 hour stuff. And when I'm playing games that do get me heavily invested, I like to play for hours at a time. And the editing process itself for me is something that I spend a lot of time on. And at the end of the day, I am someone who likes to play the video games rather than edit the videos down. So as cool as it would be to kind of put my own spin on things and show highlights and such, for me at the moment, the effort is not worth the type of product that I think I would want to put out, especially because the editing process itself for me has its own limitations. But I have been thinking of how to try and work around that, however and whenever I can. And maybe things will change in the future. But for now, that is something that I leave out on the table as possibility. Oh my goodness, all those points. Okay, yeah. I think we'll keep this for now. Alright. So we have one left. That was only another 500 points or so. But the reason why I came back here, actually, is I would like the free speed cola. And to do that, I need to get the ingredients, which the first one is this tiny little berry shrub right here. Now, I am aware that actually you can get a number of free perks via this type of Easter egg, I'll call it, but they require different ingredients. And the one that I know is speed cola. So the first one is that little berry shrub that I just picked up. The next one is an ashwood, and I guess I can just call it like a pile of beets or some other type of vegetable, because I honestly can't really tell what they are. But they're up here in this building. right through here. Go ahead and grab those. I think they're also just very low poly because they're not meant to be something that's meant to be focused on all that much. And the last step is actually in the diner itself. So we'll go ahead and make our way through here. I don't know if I'll be able to do another attempt at relics tomorrow. I'll probably just end up doing this kind of as the opportunities pop up for me, because I do want to start tackling these already, but I can't make any promises on if and when I'm going to do them right away or back to back. So today was an impromptu thing, and we'll figure it out as we go. But here we go. Sugar packets, and then plop it over here. There we go. And oh, zombies are spawning. Hello. And there we go. That should be a free speed cola. Wonderful. All right. So let's see what to do now. Well, actually, since I'm here, Deadshot is a major crutch perk for me. I love this perk so much in Modern Zombies, mostly because I spoil myself with the double headshot damage. I think that is so crucial, especially in standard mode where headshots are the best way to get points. So I'm not sure if it's going to be that effective in Cursed proportionally. So perhaps if Cursed does end up becoming like my primary way to play later, like once I kind of get relics down and everything, then I'll probably end up switching to what I think is another popular major augment, Deadhead, which is just further increasing the headshot damage a little more over the base. I personally just like getting the double damage if I'm accurate. That's my argument for it. And the XM325 actually wasn't a bad pull, funnily enough. I guess the Akita is more of just a guaranteed way, sort of. But even so... Alright. Got the points back for that, almost 4,000, I think. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move on back to Ashwood really quick, because I want to grab Double Tap and Jug, and then that'll spawn Wonder Fizz so I can get Mule Kick. And Mule Kick is a crutch perk for me as well after it was added, both for kickback as well as Pack Mule, which I think it's Pack Mule, the one that allows for weapons to have a chance to also get Pack-a-Punched when you Pack-a-Punch a weapon. So let me go and grab my perks. Oh my god, excuse me. I'll actually hold off on Double Tap for now because I have the one that doubles body damage, and I kind of need to get points, so I don't want to double body damage just yet. So let's see. Let's go ahead and grab Jug, and then that'll be... Actually, no, that won't be the 4 perks to spawn it in. I would need to grab... Holy moly, I would need to grab Double Tap. Oh, that was close. Oh, okay. So then, yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll grab a Double Tap, and I'll just make do with the double body damage at the moment. I wonder how strong the double body damage is with Ultra Pack 4 on the higher rounds. I would hope that would be like somewhat effective. But like I said, for the moment, we're just biding our time until round 20 when the first relics become active. Grabbing the points. Alright. Okay, good. You're still there because I want to take advantage of you. I don't know what the first Pack-a-Punch price is, but hopefully, now that we're on round 10, fortune will smile upon me. Ah. Well, a good bit of salvage never hurt. Ooh, mystery perk. Stamina. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We love that. Okay. So, let me grab double tap. This will be the last perk for now. And... yeah, I wanted to check in here. Aha! Got it. Alright, so, good news. I have found the Akita. I want you. Give it to me. I need to just... Excuse me. Okay. Unfortunate use of toxic growth just to kind of get me out of there. But I needed the help. Okay, so I actually don't like cluster grenades. I don't think they're effective, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab that. But now we move. I think this pod over here should have regrown again. I want to give it another shot. Let's see. I think I'm also going to grab another plate on the way out. So let's see. Yes. There's my frags. Biding our time. Whoa, hello. Okay, that's already... Yeah, okay. Okay, I do know that the Shadow is actually a really good gun, surprisingly. And I'm out of ammo. Well, damn it. Why did I put a tack laser on this? Whatever. It's definitely going to be a little bit more helpful than... Oh, boy. Alright. So yeah, I'll be able to keep pellets relatively tight. Although I did just buy double tap, but it's whatever. This is the way to make points, and it's also another reason why I actually find Cursed to be pretty boring, to be honest. Because something that I've kind of realized after playing it a few different times is... as you're trying to earn points in the mid-game, obviously the fastest way to earn points is just to use a shotgun, preferably the Akita. So... with the fact that there are so many price increases and price hikes in general, in Curse specifically, it kind of makes the Akita like a crutch weapon that you need to have in order to get points quickly. And shooting a weak gun into a horde of zombies that just won't die because you're trying to keep them alive so you can point farm, it feels a lot more tedious and time wasting than point farming in the past did. And it was because point farming in the past was, yeah, it was a fast pass to getting everything, but it was also the fact that a lot of the things that you would buy in zombies in terms of points and pack-a-punch, perks and pack-a-punch, excuse me, they were all reasonably priced, you know? So I'm gonna end up failing this because that one mine ended up exploding faster than I had anticipated. I don't think that was necessarily fair, but I'll try. I'm gonna have to be frame 1 with the rest of these boosts. Let's see. The timer's just barely hanging on, and this is a long stretch where it's definitely going to go down. I think I'm probably only going to have a couple seconds to spare, unfortunately. If not, outright losing. I'm trying here. I know the path. I've done it plenty of times before. Let's see. Sorry guys, gonna lock in for a moment since I'm cutting it very close. Okay, whew. Too close. That first mine really messed me up. Eh, nothing good. Let's see. Point farming, yes, I would like that. Because Pack-a-Punch is 10k. See what I mean about like just jacking up the prices because they changed up the point system? I feel like if you're going to be playing in tier 0 cursed with no relics, like the prices should still be the same. Let people play in this mode like just to take advantage of the point system being adjusted. Because now here I am using a purposefully weak gun just to point farm for prices that are just jacked up for no real reason other than to be annoying primarily. Although double points is going to be kind of nuts. I am not going to pick up that insta or the nuke. I need all these points. Oh, there's a lot more recoil. Oh boy. Excuse me. There is so much more recoil when trying to aim down. Alright. So now that we have this level of points, I'm going to hold off on Pack-a-Punching even still. Just because I know that these vines can give me a head start. That's 10,000 points that I'd be saving. So. You'll have to pardon me if I take a moment to like pause and double check the requirements for the relics once we hit round 20, because I am having a hard time at least remembering the locations for the candles. So, here, let's go ahead and double back to spawn. I'll grab Mule Kick because that's actually something else that I also wanted. And I know it'll end up almost likely Pack-a-Punching the Akita as well, but the price decrease on perks is going to be so helpful. And funnily enough, from what little of the actual modifiers that the Relics gives that I've read, I think I have an idea of the ones that I would like to use fairly consistently. Like, I think the Teddy Bear is a fairly obvious one that a lot of people would like, just cutting the round transition down, especially for normal survival, which is what I do. I keep it very simple. I just play zombies to play zombies, not to do Easter eggs. And grab that, and that's good for now. Hello? Okay. And then there's also the enemy recharge, which for point farming is going to be extremely annoying, but I think the tell for that is when you stop getting points on zombies. So that they do that so that you don't infinite money glitch on zombies. But that would be an easy tell, just to kind of move through the rounds. Keeping the box disabled is one that I could see myself doing, maybe. Because, like, although I don't know a lot of the wall weapon locations, some of them are actually pretty good. Like, the Cap 40 is a good one. I like the M8 as well. There's obviously the Echo and the Akita shotguns, which are really strong. And then even other ones like the Drevek, which, funnily enough, I don't know if anyone's really kind of connected the fact that it does have a secret Pack-a-Punch ability. I don't know how it works, but it seems like after every headshot kill, it increases the fire rate while you're spraying, which is kind of insane. But on the topic of whatchamacallit, I'm blanking. On the topic of, holy crap, what was I just talking about? I genuinely forgot. Help? Well, whatever, it's fine. I was gonna say something, but I genuinely forgot. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Because right now I'm also trying to think ahead to how I want to start planning out my Pack-a-Punches. So getting potentially, hopefully, a purple tool from one of these pods, as well as hopefully getting a Pack-a-Punch crystal to save myself 10,000 points. I want to try and get the M8 to Legendary Pack 2 before we take on a Relic. So that's the goal here. I don't know why the zombies are like falling over themselves. Alright, let's do this. There you go, that was almost 10,000 points. Let me see. Nothing. Oh boy. Well, we're 5 rounds out from being able to tackle the first 2 relics that I've ever tried. And funnily enough, like I said, I don't think they're going to be actually that difficult. I think it was just mostly the idea of the relics and not really being that rewarding in general was what turned me off of Cursed as a whole in the first place. And as I mentioned, like, the main reason why I'm doing this is just to open up the possibility for me to get 100%er in zombies this year. I'm not sure if I'm going to do 400%er. I am thinking about reinstalling Warzone to give Blackout a shot, Blackout 2, because news about that just came out today. So we'll see if that is something that is able to pique interest for me beyond like just giving it a try and then never playing it again. But since it'll be reinstalled, I'll be able to take advantage of the fact that like Warzone is installed again and I can go back and finish any of the challenges that I didn't do during the camo grind. So let's see. Yeah, I guess I'm just waiting for another toxic growth so I can go ahead and try my hand at another pack crystal. This is so weird because I've gotten pack crystals so early from these things, playing in standard, even just yesterday. So the fact that I haven't gotten one yet, I don't know if I just haven't really been not playing, but like staying on top of the pods all that much this game. But like I feel like I'm actually, I don't know. Let's give it another shot. Alright, so the first one that I want to try, I'm looking over here. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Dude, that saves me so many points. Did it hit the... Okay, it did not. Holy moly, dude. Okay, well, hold on. Bear. Hold on. Did I get a... I did not get a purple 2. Damn it. Okay. I need to... Dude, do I even have... I don't. I need 7,500. Shoot. Well... Since I have the point abundance... I want to go ahead and hit the... Well, I should actually be able to get Legendary before round 20. So... I don't think it's that big of an issue. I'll go ahead and just turn it purple on my own then. And we will sit over here now. Yeah, this will be good. Alright. Dude, that was a legendary drop. Oh boy. Okay. Give me this and give me that, because I'm going to need napalm for the candles. So the candles, I need to double check and look where they actually are. Good. I know a lot of people have been complaining about the fact that like the medals exist, but I actually like the medals in zombies, funnily enough. That's like the one thing of modern zombies that I do genuinely love. So I'll give them credit for that. I think it's just because I like the medals system in general, like for multiplayer and such. So, alright. We have plenty of points, and I think theoretically I could get pack 3 right now. So you know what? Because these pods saved me so many points, I'll early invest into this right now. And you know what? Maybe going for the bus relic in the future, if games end up going like this, won't be so bad. Because, yeah, 50k, jeez. And Mule Kick did not work. It's whatever. I only need 1,000 more salvage to get it to legendary, and then it'll be all set. I think it's definitely going to be overkill, but I like this. You know what I think would be cool, though? I know a lot of people were saying that, like, when Curse first came out, it was a little disappointing that the camo rewards were Pack-a-Punch camo specific only. As in, like, they're not universal camos that you can just use anywhere else. They're specifically meant for Pack-a-Punch and zombies. Why not do what Black Ops 3 did and just add them as a universal camo? You know? Especially the tier 4 camo. I've seen it, and it looks pretty cool. So, I feel like that'd be awesome. Not that I would really want to replace Nexus Horizon, to be honest. But, oh boy. Okay, hold on, wait. Elemental Pop, this will be good. I'm also going to need to make sure that when I do the bus relic, that I have Vulnera Bean. Because I want to make sure that, like, I can actually utilize that. And you know what? As well, let's see. Let's do this. I can overinvest and overprepare. This will be fun. Let's see. Oh boy. Whew. Okay. Alright, so now what is the goal? The goal is for me to actually learn where these candles are. So I'm gonna go ahead and just let me see. I'm gonna pause here for a moment, and I need to actually see the list. Excuse me, because I did not preemptively check beforehand. Let me see. Where can I go? I know that there's one in the fog area right outside in that direction. And I know that there's one in Ashwood itself. But the third one, I'm unclear where it is. And I might just not remember it because I think I did at least check it out. Oh, it's at the farm. Okay. So, farm outside here and then in Ashwood. Okay. That's easy enough to remember. Let me see. This is not grown. Did I do the pod over here? I did not. Let's see if it can give me the last little bit of salvage.
This will be quick.
Beautiful. All right. And then just for funsies, I'll take the Drevek. And now we are all set up. Definitely overkill, but with it being my first relics ever, like actually attempting it, I think it's better to be over-prepared than not. So let me take care of this challenge real quick. See if I can get another perk for free. And then we'll just blast through round 19, and on round 20, I'll go for the candles. And I think I'm also going to be able to tackle the other one in the same game. I think the Dragon Wings is the one that I'm thinking of. I'll double check specifics. Let's see. Where is this one? Ha. Oh, hold the location. This is easy. Treyarch was nice enough to open up the boundaries for a lot of these areas in this game compared to Black Ops 6. Although there are still some that are extremely tight. This is one of the better ones, though. He says as he starts taking a lot of unnecessary damage. Do these even give points? No. Shame. Ow. You know what I just realized? Because I told myself that I was probably going to end up skipping. I don't know if I'm doing the lawyer's pen. Actually, I think I am with the candles, but I told myself that like I didn't want to go for the mimic one just because I know that the mimic one is extremely annoying. But I think in order to even start jumping into getting the tier 2 relics after the fact, I'm gonna need to have all 3 of the tier 1 relics from this map active. So that is gonna suck having to deal with mimics for that one game. In any case, we are now at the final round, and that means that round 20 we'll be able to start the relics. I've never tried this before, so we'll have to see how it goes. Whoops. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Alright, time to point horde right here. Come on, guys. Don't God all day. I would like to be able to go play something else off stream before the end of... Really? Elemental Pop, are you kidding me? So annoying. Well, at least the Napalm Burst didn't manage to chain that well that time. Okay, yeah, Elemental Pop is being hella annoying. Oh, now you freaking dropped the double points. Oh wow, it's actually killing really well without Pack-a-Punch. That's not fun. Whatever though. Okay. So, we are now at round 20, which means that we can start hitting candles. And I forgot where the one in this place is. I think it's in here. Yeah. Why was it already on? Oh. Thank you. So there's that one. I was like, why is it already on? Alright. So now, I'm going to do the one in the farm. Since that one is still technically in bounds. And then we'll go do the one that's out that way. And then I think this one with the candles... Actually, you know what? Because if that one is the one that spawns on the side of the farmhouse, I can get this one out of the way. Oh, whoops. Did not mean to do that. Which is the handbrake? Ah, okay. I think the candle is in this one on the left, so... Let's see. Yeah, there you are. Boom. And then we will go around to farm. And that last one should start the trial where, if I'm not mistaken, is the Mimic one. And the Mimic one I hate. So let's see. The candle for this one should be upstairs, which I have not opened yet. Let's see. Why are you all inside already? Hello? Can I jump in, please? Y'all are so annoying. Ugh. So annoying. There we go. Now sit down and shut up, all of you. My turn. Ready? Interesting. Okay, never mind. This one was the one at Blackwater Lake. No biggie. We will loop around. Come on. Okay, am I dumb? Where does this one spawn? Hello? Are we serious? Hold on. I need confirmation. Where is this portal? Oh, it's on the barn itself. Well, I'm dumb.
What is the use of vaulting to great heights if there's no devastating crash?
Come on.
That exceeded my extraordinarily low.
There you are. Haha! Alright, all zombies are shock mimics, which shouldn't be a problem for me, I don't think. If I'm not mistaken, I think mimics are weak to cryo. So, I know they're not weak to napalm, so either nothing will have changed in terms of my damage, or I get a slight bonus. So let's see. Okay. Yeah, I think this one is going to be a kind of a cinch. Oy, oy, oy. Oh, I don't have to kill 4. I have to kill as many as the bar needs. Crazy. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, I can see why this is going to be so annoying as a relic challenge to try and get tier 2 unlocks. Oh my goodness. I get jump scared. Part of the reason why I'm kind of like getting ready to jump into this already at this point. I don't know if I mentioned it at the start, but that's an HVT. Oh, That was easy. Part of the reason why I'm kind of jumping into wanting to do this is also because I saw Dismo and Bradders are both going for 400%er, and they're basically on the zombies part of the stretch at this point, which I think should be their last ones, if not one of their last game modes. And here I am, having gotten Nexus Horizon months ago, and still nowhere near complete on zombies. I wonder how crazy this challenge is in terms of like special enemy progression for challenges. Okay, get me out of the corner. I do not want to be here. Got it. Oh my god. Wait, are there two? There are two. Where is he? There we go. Not bad, and I only lost probably about 60 rounds because of all of the ammo they were dropping. Hell yeah. Alright. What the hell? Why? What happened to the bear? Oh, because of spawn. There's the lawyer's pen. Okay, so yeah. So the lawyer's pen is the one that forcibly spawns mimics. And they're the only specials in the game, I think. Because, funnily enough, I haven't seen Doppelgasts, and they were in the Zombies beta past round 40. And I've gotten past round 40 a couple of times. And I haven't seen them. So anyway, the next one that I wanted to tackle, and that'll probably be it for this, honestly, is... What is it? The Dragon Wings? Let me see. Let's see. Dragon Wings are... I need to see. Oh, it's the one that... Oh, okay, no, it's that. This is an easy one. A very easy one. Probably was the first one that was found, to be honest. Just jumping on this jump pad and shooting 3 targets before landing at the towers. So let's see. That's 1, 2, 3. Got it. And this one is at Blackwater Lake, if I'm not mistaken. Oh no, it's back at the farm. And this one is causes power-up, or power-ups cause damage when touched. Okay? So, I have full armor. I have field upgrades. I have grenades if needed. I'm actually going to grab decoys while I'm here. Because I think, like, power-up drop rate is jacked during this trial, and they're meant to be, like, mines. So, let's see. Let's go ahead and give this a shot. Here we go, the Dragon Wings. Power-ups cause damage when touched, and you gotta survive 4 rounds without touching power-ups. You can and pick them up and actually get their effects, but like I think they just do hella damage. So, and yeah, we're just surviving rounds without touching power-ups. So, this could get scary. Yeah, there's a nuke. So, I have to like fight myself to not touch the power-ups. And I want to be careful so I don't lose too much armor either. For God's sake. It's taking everything in my conscious mind to not touch the power-ups. Freaking over a decade of just instinctual grab it and run. Holy Jesus, look at that. Like... Excuse me? That's a sight to behold. Oh my gosh. I don't even think, like, I never used Power Vacuum in Black Ops 3. I don't even think Power Vacuum in Black Ops 3 was this egregious. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, the nuke doesn't work. You're so funny, Treyarch. And that almost killed me, by the way. Absolute dick move. Okay, that's another wave through. I'm probably gonna have to sacrifice HP for a little bit to pick up a maxi soon. I'll probably have that be one of the last things that I do before the trial ends. Jesus. Okay, so it seems like the way that this works is rounds 2 and 4 have HVTs, and 1 and 3 are normal rounds. Okay. This is so weird. I'm kind of liking it, though. I mean, I'm not going to be happy having to go for the Grim Relics, or, sorry, the tier 2 and 3 Relics, even. Because tier 2, you have to get to round 40 for those to be active. And I hate going past round 30. Oh, did I pick that up on accident? My bad. Get off me. Oh my goodness. Like, can you all go away, please, so I can pick this up? Thank you.
Die, you disgusting meat monkeys!
That's a wild statement, Richtofen. Oh my god, don't touch it. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to pick up a maxi. Oh wait, is it just you? No, one more, hold on. I'm gonna sacrifice it to pick up a maxi. Where's a maxi in this? There you are. Oh, it just doesn't work. Great. Freaking, I don't have ammo. Let me see. Fine, I'll pay. I'll pay for ammo. There we go. So not only were the power-ups, like, mines, they also just did not work. I was under the impression that they worked. But there we go. Trial complete. Power-ups cause damage when touched. And I'm also noticing that I'm getting Gobblegum rewards for picking up each relic. Which I suppose is a nice additional reward to all this. Nice. Alright. Well, it actually went a lot smoother than I expected. However, I'm not going to be looking forward to doing the next relics afterward. And like I said, I think I'm going to take time to do the Ether Shroud one with the Mr. Peaks. With the Mr. Peaks plushies on my own time. Because that one's going to take a while. I know that one's going to take a while to do for me. Because there are 10 you have to pick up, and they're all invisible unless you have Ether Shroud. And not only Ether Shroud, like, the entire fact that, like, field upgrades get more expensive the more that you use them is, like, the bottleneck to that. And I'm trying to think ahead to, like, using maybe even raindrops. That'd be overkill, but, like, using full power raindrops just to try and get ahead on picking up the Mr. Peak plushies in a separate game. Because right now, my focus was just on trying to start getting relics for the first time. And I think now, well, part of the benefit, I suppose, now is that once I do get the Mr. Peaks challenge over and done with, I'll be able to start using golden armor. You know, not only just for getting the tier 2 relics, but also just to start using in Cursed in general, which I think could be cool. And you know what? Actually, we can extend this, to be honest. Probably. Let me see. I'll play a little bit longer if the tier 1 relics on Astra Malorum actually aren't that hard to do. So let me see. I need to look those up. Let me see. Relics here. I don't want to bother with you guys right now. Give me a minute. Yeah, for Astra Malorum, I just want to see what the tier 1 ones are, so I can kind of make, I want to see if I'm down to get them right now. Okay. I'll probably have to mute up and just listen to a bit of a video here so I can understand how it works, but I think I'll do that when transitioning between maps. Because now that, like... Because, yeah, now that, like, I see that the tier 1 relics are really not a problem, I want to see if I can get ones for Astra Malorum that are a little bit easier to deal with than constant mimics. So that'll be fun. I think that's going to be fun. Alright. Earn 75,000 points in a single match of Cursed. Oh, like holding it? Because I definitely got more than 75,000 points. Let's see.
Don't make me introduce you to Mr. Jackhammer.
Oh, the MSMC. This is another one that I kind of wanted to make progress on. So that wasn't a bad drop, to be honest. But I am going to be leaving next round, so... Bit of a shame. I would have enough to upgrade it fully if this were normal. But like I said, not a fan of the fact that Treyarch just jacked up Pack-a-Punch price for the hell of it. I think I left Tessie here, right? Where is she? Wait, what the hell? Where is she? Did I leave her at spawn? I don't remember. Holy crap, where is she? I don't know. Well, it's whatever. I'm gonna be leaving this round anyway. She has the Pack-a-Punch machine. Alright. So as I'm transitioning to the next map, once I leave here, I'm going to listen in. I'm going to mute up and listen in on the relics for Astra Malorum, so I could do those, or at least see if I can do those. And then, if I'm down to do them tonight, we'll just jump right in. Alright. So let's see. Let's go ahead and get out of here, and we'll see what Astra Malorum has in store for us. Alright, I will be back in a moment. Let me just take a quick peek and see how difficult these are. Because, like I said, now I want to actually do them. This is going to be a lot of fun, I think. All right, so I've looked through, and these are a little bit more complicated, sadly. But I think we can give them a shot just to have, because I think anything will be better than having to deal with mimics constantly. So I'll save getting the one for Mr. Peaks on my own time. Let's see if I can hit either of the other ones here. As far as I'm aware, I do need Deadwire and Tesla Storm for one of them. And then I just need to be relatively smart with the second one afterward. So I need to make sure that I get a solid wall weapon that I want to invest in, buy the Akita as a second weapon, and then Mule Kick will be... For the second challenge, there's going to be a gray Cap 40 that'll spawn on the map somewhere. And I will need to pick that up pretty much immediately and just hold on to it and get kills with it based on whatever round I'm... based on whatever round I'm on. I imagine that this one is going... I imagine the pistol one is one that I kind of have to do next to immediately. So, let's see. Just like the previous game, we're kind of just going to be vibing until round 20 when the challenges actually open up. So let's give this a shot. I don't want to play too much longer. So whether they're a good or bad attempt, I'll go ahead and just leave it. Alright. I'll take the stun grenade for now. And since we're not doing Easter eggs, I can also start popping those just to have. Nice.
I am open to input, Fraulein, but I set my own schedule and make my own fate. Even here.
Up. I forget. Hold on. I want this. Because I can get a free perk from this. Squeeze me, fellas.
I will stab you in the eye if I want to.
Alright. Should have been enough. I need to think, what weapon do I want?
If you can break my sister's shackles, she will aid you as I did. But that is a very big if.
I'm trying to think what else is there. Oh, perfect Mule Kick. such a good pull there. What do I want as a gun? Let me just grab the Akita already before it gets too high of a round. And then I'm also gonna hit the box already. Why not? Ooh, Peacekeeper. Yeah, for now I'm just gonna go ahead and... Oop. Well, let's flip the round. Let's flip the round first. Okay. Already making much faster progress than Ashes of the Damned. So let's see. Grab the thingy. Where is it? There you are. Calm thyself, Richtofen. Oh boy. So, what other guns are there? Hello. Tesla Storm is ready, and I need to use them on doors. I'll look at the door locations again, but I think it's that one. There's one on the observatory, and there's one going into the museum all the way back there. So, I have the locations, but I'll worry about that one second, to be honest. I hope it respawns if you kill it. I would certainly hope so.
You will bother me no more, unless you somehow re-rise from the dead.
Max ammo!
Speeding through.
Once power is
Yeah, I'm going to want to do the pistol one first. So let's see. Pistol, and then I do need to get my hands on my gobblegums.
This is a particularly
And I am going to need dead wire as well. I forgot about that. I suppose, has the Nova line been nerfed at all? I haven't given it the damage barrel, I don't think, just because I've seen how bad the recoil gets. But maybe I'll use that as my primary weapon. Oh boy. Ooh. Alright. Give me this. Oh crap, I forgot. I have a scope on it because I'm doing reticle challenges. This may be bad, but whatever. I want to start making progress. I can't pick up double tap, so that's good. That means the Akita will still be relatively weak for point farming. What sucks is the amount of points that I'm going to have to feed to the Pack-a-Punch machine without the pods. Let's see. I do want to point farm on this one. Come on. It's round 7 with a weak Akita. We should be alright.
Why don't you pick on someone else? You do have choices.
Oh boy. Alright, let's see. Wind fire's so much slower without double tap, but at least it's going to stay weak for quite a bit.
The vibrant blood red spray is a celebration of their dead.
Oh, now you drop the double points. Alright. On the round flip, let's do this.
Come to me, Horde. I relish the thought of repelling you.
Still strong to 2-tap. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Beautiful. All right.
Success is its own reward, but tangible
Well, then there's Oscar. That's gonna be the most annoying part of all of this, having to deal with Oscar. Yeah.
Time before you were discovered.
I gotta reload in. Let's fill up the Akita one more time. And that's gonna be the sad part. I'm not gonna be able to keep track of Oscar all that well without the map.
Really? You need to gang up on me?
This is point farming, ladies and gentlemen. Woo, boy. Oh, I'm scared. I think we're alright, though. Okay. Let's do this.
Why does such a machine exist? Does someone wish to prolong our suffering?
Now I need to grab points for perks. I'm also going to go ahead and just preemptively put on blue. And, well, I should wait. Yeah. Dead wire. Because now the gun that I'm going to... Oh, God damn it. Because now the gun that I'm going to trade out is the Peacekeeper. Yeah. The Akita's going to be able to kill now, which is sad, but it's alright. It's fine. Let's see. I don't know where Oscar is.
What can I say? I don't like getting
You know what? Honestly, not bad for being pack-a-punched. I'm very much actually appreciating the bigger mag. Not bad. Alright. So let's actually buy perks to start bringing in Wonder Fizz.
Yeah, I suppose being bigger and stronger won't do me any harm.
So we get Jug, Speed, Quick, and Stam.
Hey, I've always wanted to help people.
And then I can get Deadshot.
I am renewed and reinvigorated.
Over here. Deadshot. Ouch.
Oh, your skull exploded.
Whew. Got it. Alright, halfway there. And like I said, I'm going to try to do the pistol first. The pistol challenge first. Which means before I pick it up, I should also grab double tap so I get the double body damage for that one. But for now, we point farm. Gotta be ready for the challenge. I got Stam. I got Deadshot. I think we're good. And I'm really gonna have to figure out how to do, how to do the lightning one. Oh, for God's sake, Oscar. Oh, great, they despawned anyway. That is one thing I hate about the modern zombie systems. Whoever's programming at Treyarch, you guys need to, like, not make zombies despawn whenever you just change location. Like, seriously, if I walk from these stairs up into behind this wall, the zombies are going to despawn. Effectively, they would. That needs to get changed. Okay, so I'm just trying to think ahead and prepare because I want to do these all in the first try, but it is also my first try, and I don't really know what I'm doing. Let's see. Not bad. Lost 4,000 points, but I'm kind of gonna need that. And I really do hope that TED tasks start spawning in. Can I also just say how beautiful this freaking map looks? I love this. Ouch. Unfortunately, I say Oscar is the main point that ruins the map for me now that I've played it a lot. I never really was a fan of the big avoid me boss zombies, like the Napalm and George Romero. Damn, got back nearly 10,000 points with that. Insane.
Pain is part of life. And death.
Okay. So it's 25,000 for pack 2. You know what? Let me invest a little more in my perks so I don't have to think about that. I want Vulture Aid just so I don't have to think about the armoring. There you are. And I guess I should get comfortable training at the spawn because tip was to stay in spawn, train up every zombie, and then move all the way to the opposite side of the map because the zombie for the lightning trial doesn't despawn. And all the normal zombies will and catch up to you, so that's one thing. What do we got here? Hip fire. I can point for him at the same time. This is gonna be fun. Watch this, guys. Boom, 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 boom. I'm nearly out of ammo. Oh boy. Help! 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 Oh no. Well, there's the insta-kill. 20,000 points. Ooh. Oh no, it was an insta-kill, not double points. Oh my goodness. Yo! Check that out. Holy moly, the glow up on that. Purple rarity off of a round 13. Round 13 TED trial. That's awesome. Alright. Well, since Oscar's coming this way, let's loop around and go this way. And I think if we're not able to get pack 3 by the time I start doing the trials, I mean, it's not like it's going to be needed anyway, because I should be saving all of this salvage for that pistol. The pistol that I'm going to get is going to be gray pack 1, but apparently I can level up the rarity myself, and the rarity is so important. So, let us see. Oh boy. And just kill them all. Was that the round? That was the round.
I think
Okay.
we can all agree that the time for foreplay is at its delicious end.
Delicious. Speaking of delicious, boom, baby.
I hope this has been tested. I wouldn't want it to
So
go
good.
in my hands.
Stargazer's Courtyard, that's over here. Maybe I should invest in double tap. Come on, man. Alright, that's it. So much more of a pain than they should be.
Max ammo.
Okay. Anything else? I'll buy double tap before we get there. I also want to avoid elemental pop, to be honest. Because if it ends up popping napalm burst, that would not be good. Specifically for the lightning trial challenge. So let's see. I have to remember to also switch back my Tesla Storm and Deadwire augments afterward.
Tossing decoy. So many bodies, so little time. Die, beast.
This is good. I like this. This is good points. Okay. About that map where the possible pistol spawns are. I don't know exact locations, but I'd say the map is good enough. I should be able to notice a pistol just chilling on the ground, especially if I have not been in that area. Speaking of areas, where's Oscar? We might be able to hit pack 3. It's possible. Because at least for that lightning damage challenge, it would be beneficial for me to have the Nova line all set up. Because believe it or not, even though you're not always doing the elemental effect, like the lightning strike on what I have on it right now, the bullets are still imbued with the elemental damage. So that challenge will just be playing 4 waves in the challenge. Not that big a deal. Oh boy. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, hold on, wait. I want the bonus points before we keep going. Thank you.
Bonus points.
Awesome, 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 awesome. I think we'll be able to get there. I think we will be able to get there. This is going to be pretty good. Pretty good solid attempt. Let's see. 2 more rounds. And then I got to beeline it for that pistol somewhere. Because apparently Ravengers can also eat it. Oh. You know what? I'm going to pass. Because I don't want to get elemental pop, potentially. Oh, Oscar's right there. I saw him. Yeah. Alright, gotta move. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and move on over here. If he came from that way, then we'll come over this way. I was lucky that the free perk from the TED trial was with T and not elemental pop. I should have actually just put on the one that focuses the one that you have on your weapon to effectively guarantee it. Speaking of gums, I need to go get modified chaos and full power just in case. Why is this rock here? Oh shoot, we're out of points. Not out of points, out of ammo, what am I saying? Good news is... we got enough for Pack-a-Punch. And points to spare for double tap afterwards. So this should be a cinch.
The head is one of the most important organs. Possibly by second.
So here we go. And this is also what I meant when I was talking about earlier, how the power curve for me in Curse is effectively the same as normal, and that's why I just kind of defaulted to normal anyway. Because with the amount of point farming, I'm still able to get Purple Pack 3 by round 20. You know, it's not that hard. You're just putting in a lot more effort for something that shouldn't be taking all that extra effort. I just took it because it was annoying me that it was flickering. Last one is double tap, and then I gotta be ready to look around for the pistol. Let's see. Oh, perfect. Oh, my dear lord. Well, that's unfortunate. Very unfortunate, actually. Like, I was wondering how it got filled with ammo. Alright. This is it. Alright. A map. Can this ghost freaking go away? Okay, there's the chime. So now let's see. Get out of the way. Thank you for getting out of the freaking way. Okay, and then we come over here and pick up double tap on the way.
Great. I think that came with kidney stones already included.
Let's see, cap 40. Okay, there's another cap 40 spawn in here. I don't see anything. Last one is over here. There you are. Okay, so we take you. And we need... Actually, I'm not going to pack-a-punch it. We need 20 kills, no more, no less. So what I'm going to do is... I'm going to... How many do we have? 601. So we need to get to 621. Ready?
Insta-kill.
Oh boy. Okay, hold on. Fellas. We're at 601. Let's get to 621. Oh my dear lord.
I'm a weapon of mass destruction.
Up, up, up. I need one. I need one. I need one. I need one. I don't trust that. There. Okay, now we finish the round.
I don't know who's more surprised by that headshot. Double points. I am.
Hello, zombie. Thank you. Ha ha ha! Got it. Awesome. Okay, so that's the hard one out of the way. Because I just needed to be like extra careful. Alright, so this is only a packed pistol, but I can upgrade the rarity as much as I want. So here we go. Ooh, and it's attack 45. This is actually going to be very easy. So, come on. Especially with double tap, this is going to be a cinch. Let's do blue. Oh, okay. Why is this hard? Hold on. Oh, for God's sake. You know what? Fine. You know what? Fine, I'll make it purple. Oh, give me cryo too, so I don't have to deal with the damn mimics.
What's that nipping at your door? Me!
Dude. Am I that hard carried by the Skull Splitter barrel on this thing? Why does it feel like it's doing next to no damage? This is awful. Alright, well. No grenades either. This is tough. I need that. It's not the worst thing in the world, just I'm gonna need to freaking... I need that. Oh boy. Freaking big mimic. Are you serious? Wow.
I knew I was exceedingly popular, but
This is... Oh dear lord. I don't appreciate that. That was not that close. At this rate, you could have given me either the Cap 40 or the 5.7 and I would have been better off. Okay. Reset, try again. Can I pack it again? I'll pack it again. I will. It's like, I will do that. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna use all the ammo in this first before I pack it. I definitely feel like they jacked up the health for this challenge. Like, it is frustratingly weak, and I know that the TAC 45 is not this weak.
You will know me by the bodies I leave in my wake.
Okay. So we have 5,000 points extra, assuming that, like, I can pack it. Oh my god, the pack is disabled. Y'all are so mean, you know that? You say packed pistol, you didn't say pack one pistol. Okay. I don't appreciate that.
Feel like making the ultimate sacrifice.
Leave me alone.
And thou art familiar with non-tongue. Consider this a very cold shoulder.
Dude, are you kidding me? Gotta go up again.
Decoy through.
Are you serious?
This makes me feel so alive.
You're so annoying. Okay, I got one. Sorry about going quiet, guys. I'm trying to focus. Oh my goodness, thank God. Oh my gosh. That was actually tough. Okay. Whew. Jesus. Why is it round 22? Oy, oy, oy. Oh, whatever. Now I'm going to hope that the zombie with the lightning rod on it has spawned in for this round. And what we're going to do is I'm going to follow the advice that I was looking at, and that is to train up the whole round. And then book it to the opposite side of the map because the zombie that has the lightning rod on it does not despawn. So that should give me plenty of time to actually kill the round. Okay, that should be all the zombies, so let's book it to the other side of the map. I'm going to go on foot instead of taking the teleporter, just in case. And if I manage to get through this whole round without seeing the zombie that has the lightning rod on it, then we'll know that he didn't spawn in. But right now, it's a race to finish the round.
Are there any grave diggers around here? Surely they must be in high demand.
Oh my god, get out of my way. Here, I'm gonna move a little further just in case, because the round is actually lasting a lot longer than I thought. Okay, I must have killed it. Either that or it didn't spawn in. We try again this round. Or not.
The treatment is complete. They do say that misery loves company. Max ammo.
Okay, come on. It's so hard to tell what zombies are what. I'm just going off of the advice that I was given. So hopefully it doesn't despawn. If I don't get it by round 26, then I'll go ahead and call things for the night. Because then at the very least I can run these 3 and give the Grim Trials a chance the next time that I'm on. Or whatever the next tier is. It's you. You're a lot faster than I thought. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so it's a girl zombie. I need to remember that. Here, let me bring all the round zombies. Are you serious? Bring all the round zombies over here. Teleport them. I need to get into a wide open area. Okay, so at least I know it's working.
Everyone else still alive! Please wait your turn! Insta-kill!
Okay, keep it going. How are you keeping up with everybody? Like, unironically, how are you keeping up with everybody? Okay. Sadly, it still counts as a round zombie, which I think is dumb. But let's see. The way that it works is I need to shock the zombie underneath the light bulb, and then immediately after, use Tesla Storm. So let's see. To make this easier.
Using decoy.
Are you kidding me? Why did it die? Treyarch, you guys gotta, like... This is stupid. You're telling me 2 shots to the body was enough to kill it? Really? You spawned way too fast. Okay, so now it's on an armored zombie, which kind of sucks, I guess.
Are these derived from the gums of actual animals? Like ripe fruit bursting under mine heel! For me, 5 stars. A very enjoyable matchup. Would recommend.
You think you're so funny? Spawning a full power right when I use mine?
Now that is what I call live entertainment!
I also don't know why I feel like I'm also getting hit a lot more now. Kind of annoying. Okay, so you are technically a round zombie as far as the game is concerned. Okay. So let's see.
Tossing decoy.
Ay, ay, ay. No, no Killjoy. Because truthfully, I could probably get this done right now. Let's see.
Are these the guns of actual animals?
I forget what the other one is. Well, actually, there's three. Let me just look. Let me see. Yeah, there's one over here. And then the other one's the library, right? Okay. I got them all. I'm going to hope that the Deadwire actually hasn't been dealing too much damage, and neither has this pistol. So hopefully...
I take no pleasure from
Oh my god, it died. God damn it. Well, since I already have progress on it, I'll stay a little longer. I don't like you, Oscar. Go away. It's just trying to keep this thing alive the whole round is so annoying.
looks like someone forgot to duck. Are there any
I'm trying to be careful about what I kill.
Surely they must be in high demand. Insta-kill.
Are you serious? You're so funny.
Full power.
Great, I killed it that round. Oh, come on. It's so annoying that it's one of the first zombies to spawn in. And then Oscar doesn't make it freaking easier. Hmm.
They do say that misery loves company. Chain reactions are fun, especially when agony is involved. Some don't deserve the luxury of having a head.
You know, you're so annoying. Are you... Why doesn't it reset to the first tab?
Bonus points.
I don't see him in this horde either. Wonderful. This is utterly ridiculous. Unfathomable. Who came up with this? They should get fired, and I'm 100% serious. Because now I'm just burning rounds trying to single out one zombie when there's only 4 zombie models.
Max ammo.
So the problem is that the lightning rod zombie is the same speed as all the others. I feel like you guys should have made it, especially for a tier 1 relic, you guys should have made him a walker, like to better differentiate him from all the other ones. And to allow him to get singled out if he doesn't despawn. This is stupid.
Of all the things that could surround me, I would prefer love.
You're joking. Are you? No, I'm done. I'm done. I'm actually done. I'm done with that. I'm done after that. A nuke spawns on me? No, I'm done. I'm actually done with this challenge. Nuh-uh. No. What happened to power-ups taking a second to spawn in? I'm not dealing with it. Nope, no way. We're not doing that one. Sorry. I refuse to do that one. So you're asking me to single out a single zombie in an entire round 20 plus horde? Nuh-uh. Sorry. I'm good. Whatever. So let me see. Changing this back because this is stupid. And not that I use my Tesla Storm anymore because they freaking nerfed it, but overclocked. There we go. In any case, so now what I'm going to do on my own time, I'll see if I can do this one for Ashes of the Damned, which is it's the Ether Shroud Mr. Peaks challenge that I was talking about. That one I'll just do on my own time because it's going to take a while for me. Or maybe if I'm feeling like it, I'll pick it up because I do not want to do the lawyer's pen. I would prefer not to, but we'll have to see how that goes. Power-ups are disabled. You know, I can probably end up making do with that because, you know, ammo is purchasable and, you know, double points isn't as needed. The problem would be plates, I think, in some situations. But outside of that, if I'm not able to end up doing this one, I can go ahead and start tackling the Sinister challenges. That's the tier 2 ones. I can start tackling the Sinister challenges, but those are going to be a lot more of a problem, I think. So I'll have to see how that ends up going. But yeah, a long one. I was not anticipating this to take as long as I wanted to, as it was going to, but it's because I tacked on Astra Malorum on top of all of that. I didn't even think Astra Malorum, theirs were going to be, you know, they look easy on the surface. The pistol one was a bit of a challenge, like an actual legitimate challenge, but hey, it's whatever. But yeah, as far as when the next stream for this will be, I have no idea, but they'll all be archived under the Black Ops 7 Zombies playlist. So hello, if you're watching from there and left it in here. And yeah, I think I'm done for tonight. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for me for tonight. Thank you to those of you who were in the chat after this. Ree, I see you. Bless your heart. You came in for a quick drop by. I miss you. You know, you should come and text me when you can. But yeah, other than that, I'm done for the night. I'm tired. Astra actually, like, just mentally destroyed me those last couple rounds. So I'm out. I am thinking of putting up some Genshin videos for a current Mondstadt event that's happening. So be on the lookout for that. With that being said, thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.